Welcome, respected sadhakas. Before we start studying our sublime text of so many subtleties, secrets, Yoga Vaashishtha Maha Ramayanam, congratulations and wishes and prayers for you all on today's most divine, auspicious day, Sri Rama NAVAMI. May Lord Rama take birth in our heart along with Lakshmana, Bharata, Shatrughna, Sita Mata, Hanumanji, and give us the spiritual knowledge, spiritual realization, which is the only way for the redemption from everything which is binding, which is non spiritual. May Rama happen in every of our hearts, and I am sure you are reveling in Rama Bhakti, Rama Sharanagati from the morning today. May Rama enlighten that Tattva Jnana in all of us. Other than that, do whatever we get will be only a temporary, and that too will be binding only. The liberating and the permanent is only the spiritual truth. May Rama bless us in realizing that. Today, before we start our study, only one stotram we chant. That is Ashtakshara Sri Rama Mantra Stotram. Good one it is. Om 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 Sahanavavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai Om Shanti 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 Om Namo Brahmadibhyo ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः ओम श्री राम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने ओम ब्रह्मानंदं परमसुखदं परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः श्री वशिष्ठादि ऋषिभ्यो नमः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषद योग वासिष्ठ महारामायणोक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्य बोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्ष कैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं श्रुति स्मृति पुराणे इतिहास संतवाङ्मयोक्त साध्य साधनानुभव सिद्ध्यर्थं तत्रोक्त ऋषिमुनि गुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रह अनुभव प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगत्यर्थं धर्म संस्थापकानां नित्य निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिवकृष्णादि मंदिरादीनां पुनरवाप्ते तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रुविघ्न समूल निर्मूलन पूर्वक भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्माद् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिक हैंदव संस्कृतेः धर्म मोक्ष पुरुषार्थानां सुसंप्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थम् अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयः तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रति भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम् अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित श्री योगवासिष्ठ महारामायण स्मृति मोक्ष प्रकरण शास्त्रस्य श्री रामचंद्र स्वामिनः अष्टाक्षर श्रीराम मंत्र स्तोत्र पारायण पूर्वक अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्नं मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे. So we'll do this Ashtakshara Sri Ram Mantra Stotram, then our Yoga Vasishtha Mangalacharana Shlokas. Let us see what is there for us to study today. Right? Let us start. Om Ata Shri Ashtakshara Sri Ram Mantra Stotram. Om Sasarvam Siddhimasadya Yante Ramapadam Vrajet चिंतयेत् चेतसा नित्यं श्रीरामः शरणं मम विश्वस्य चात्मनो नित्यं पारतन्त्र्यं विचिन्त्य च चिन्तयेच्चेतसा नित्यं श्रीरामः शरणं मम। अचिन्त्योऽपि शरीरादेः स्वातन्त्र्येणैव विद्यते, चिन्तयेच्चेतसा नित्यं श्रीरामः शरणं मम। आत्माधारं स्वतन्त्रं च सर्वशक्तिं विचिन्त्य च चिन्तयेच्चेतसा नित्यं श्रीरामः शरणं मम। नित्यात्मगुणसंयुक्तो नित्यात्मतनुमण्डितः नित्यात्मकेलिनिरतः श्रीरामः शरणं मम। गुणलीलास्वरूपैश्च मितिर्यस्य न विद्यते, अतो वाङ्मनसा वेद्यः श्रीरामः शरणं मम। कर्ता सर्वस्य जगतः भर्ता सर्वस्य सर्वगः अहर्ता कार्यजातस्य श्रीरामः शरणं मम। वासुदेवादिमूर्तीनां चतुर्णां कारणं वरं चतुर्विंशतिमूर्तीनां श्रीरामः शरणं मम। नित्यमुक्तजनैर्जुष्टः निविष्टः परमे पदे पदं परमभक्तानां श्रीरामः शरणं मम। महदातिस्वरूपेण संस्थितः प्राकृते पदे ब्रह्मादिदेवरूपैश्च श्रीरामः शरणं मम। मन्वादिनृपरूपेण श्रुतिमार्गं बिभर्ति यः यः प्राकृतस्वरूपेण श्रीरामः शरणं मम। ऋषिरूपेण यो देवो वन्यवृत्तिमपालयत् योऽन्तरात्मा च सर्वेषां श्रीरामः शरणं मम। योऽसौ सर्वतनुः सर्वः सर्वनामा सनातनः आस्थितः सर्वभावेषु श्रीरामः शरणं मम। बहिर्मत्स्यादिरूपेण सद्धर्ममनुपालयन् परिपाति जनान् दीनान् श्रीरामः शरणं मम। यश्चात्मानं पृथक् कृत्य भावेन पुरुषोत्तमः अर्चायाम् आस्थितो देवः श्रीरामः शरणं मम। अर्चावताररूपेण दर्शनस्पर्शनादिभिः दीनानुद्धरते योऽसौ श्रीरामः शरणं मम। कौशल्याशुक्तिसञ्जातो जानकीकण्ठभूषणः मुक्ताफलसमो योऽसौ श्रीरामः शरणं मम। विश्वामित्रमखत्राथ ताटकागतिदायकः अहल्याशापशमनः श्रीरामः शरणं मम। पिनाकभञ्जनः श्रीमान् जानकीप्रेमपालकः जामदग्न्यप्रतापघ्नः श्रीरामः शरणं मम। राज्याभिषेकसंहृष्टः कैकेयीवचनात् पुनः पितृदत्तवनक्रीडः श्रीरामः शरणं मम। जटाचीरधरो धन्वी जानकी लक्ष्मणान्वितः चित्रकूटकृतावासः श्रीरामः शरणं मम। महापञ्चवटीलीला सञ्जातपरमोत्सवः दण्डकारण्यसंचारी श्रीरामः शरणं मम। खरदूषणविच्छेदी दुष्टराक्षसभञ्जनः कृतशूर्पणखाशोभः श्रीरामः शरणं मम। मायामृगविभेत्ता च हृतसीतानुतापकृतौ जानकीविरहाक्रोशी श्रीरामः शरणं मम। लक्ष्मणानुचरो धन्वी लोकयात्राविडम्बकृत् पम्पातीरकृतान्वेषः श्रीरामः शरणं मम। जटायुगतिदाता च कबन्धगतिदायकः हनुमत्कृतसाहित्यः श्रीरामः शरणं मम। सुग्रीवराज्यदः श्रीशो वालिनिग्रहकारकः अङ्गदाश्वासनकरः श्रीरामः शरणं मम। सीतान्वेषणनिर्मुक्त हनुमत्प्रमुखव्रजः मुद्रानिवेशितबलः श्रीरामः शरणं मम। हेलोत्तरितपाथोधिर्बलनिर्धूतराक्षसः लङ्कादाहकरो धीरः श्रीरामः शरणं मम। रोषसम्बद्धपाथोधिर्लङ्काप्रासादरोदकः रावणादिप्रभेत्ता च श्रीरामः शरणं मम। जानकीजीवनत्राथ विभीषणसमृद्धिदः पुष्पकारोहणासक्तः श्रीरामः शरणं मम। राज्यसिंहासनारूढः कौसल्यानन्दवर्धनः नामनिर्धूतनिरयः श्रीरामः शरणं मम। यज्ञकर्ता यज्ञभोक्ता यज्ञभर्ता महेश्वरः अयोध्यामुक्तिदः शास्ता श्रीरामः शरणं मम। प्रपठेद्यः शुभं स्तोत्रम् उच्येत भवबन्धनात्। मन्त्रश्चाष्टाक्षरो देवः श्रीरामः शरणं मम। प्रपन्नः सर्वधर्मेभ्यः मामेकं शरणं गतः। पठेन्निदं मम स्तोत्रम् मुच्यते भवबन्धनात्। इति बृहद्ब्रह्मसंहितान्तर्गत अष्टाक्षर श्रीराममन्त्रस्तोत्रं सम्पूर्णम्। Ashtakshara is Sri Ramaha Sharanam Mama. 3 plus 3 plus 2. So it is ending with Sri Rama Sharanam Mama. Like we say Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama. So too the Sri Rama Sharanam Mama. That you can do with every Devata. Sri Rama Sharanam Mama. Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Sri Shambho Sharanam Mama. Sri Mata Sharanam Mama. Sri Sadguru Sharanam Mama. So here whole Rama Katha, Rama Leela. Then Rama's Nirguna Mahima, Saguna Shakti. All of them are told, and along with that, such Rama is my Sharanam, my point of refuge. I just surrender to him. See that? When we do it deeply, prayers reach to him. Our Antakarana also becomes single pointed, purified, divinized. In that Antakarana, slowly the knowledge starts dawning or happening. The ignorance delusion starts going away. That's how we reach nearer and nearer to the truth. And in the realization of the truth alone is the moksha, nowhere else. Right, friends? Many hundreds and thousands of stotras are there. You can keep on chanting them throughout life. One thing we have taken up of studying Shastras, so therefore we will spare the time for that. ॐ अथ मङ्गलाचरणश्लोकाः ॐ यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः। ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शनदृश्यभूः कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः। स्फुरन्ति सीकरा यस्मात् आनन्दस्याम्बरेवनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। दिवि भूमौ तथाकाशे बहिरन्तश्च मे विभुः यो विभात्यवभासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः। सत्यं ज्ञानमनन्तमेकमजरं नित्यं विभुं शाश्वतं प्रत्यग्ब्रह्मरसायनं सुखगनं पूर्णं परं पावनं स्वात्मज्योतिरनादिमध्यनिधनं मायाविलासैर्मुहुः विश्वाधारमपास्तमायमभयं वन्दे विशुद्धं पदं। ज्ञानादेवात्मनो मोक्षः न तु कर्मसमाधिभिः अज्ञातोऽसौ ससदृश्यं सृजत्येवेति कीर्त्यते। तस्मै श्रीगुरवे वसिष्ठमुनये नित्यं नमस्कुर्महे। विश्वामित्रमुनिं शरण्यमनघं भूयो नमस्याम्यहम्। तस्मै वाल्मीकये श्रीगुरुतमगुरवे भूरिभावैर्नता स्मः। पूर्णानन्दस्वभावः स्वजनहितकृते माययोपात्तकायः कारुण्यादुद्दिदीर्षुर्जनमनवरतं मोहपङ्के निमग्नम् आविश्यान्तर्वसिष्ठं भयविकलयन् शिष्यभावं निवितेने यः संवादेन शास्त्रामृतजलधिममुं रामचन्द्रं प्रपद्ये। ओम श्रीरामचन्द्रपरब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रीवसिष्ठविश्वामित्रवाल्मीकिवेदव्यासवामदेव नारदादिऋषिभ्यो नमः। श्री योगवासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रम तृतीय उत्पत्ति प्रकरणम लीलोपाख्याने समर समनंतर संस्मृत्यनुभव वर्णनं नाम ४४ सर्गः। So we are in this uh, 40th Sarga, the Prashnottari between Rama and Vasishtha, when Vasishtha told that Leela and Saraswati through the Chidra Randhra entered into that Raja's Antapura, how they entered. To this question, the answers were given. While the answer is given, what was so categorically said was the Chitta Akasha alone is real, not the Bhuta Akasha. All of us are basically Chitta Deha Kruti only. That gets classified to become Bhuta Akasha. Even you go further, even Chitta Akasha, Chitta Deha also is Kalpita projected on the Chidakasha. And bluntly remember this, that reaching to the identity of Chidakasha is our goal, which is yet to be set, accepted. That happens only when the Chidakasha alone is real, all else is Mithya. This knowledge is strongly, convincingly gained, and that we gain when we do the deep contemplation. For the contemplation, we need one side Bhagavad Guru's Krupa Anugraha, second side the data. The data comes to us through the study of Shastras, Satsangas. So, with the data received from the Satsanga and study of Shastra, with the grace received from the Bhagavan and Guru through the Upasana done to them, we have that ability to do the contemplation. And the contemplational height, the Chidakasha alone is real, everything else is mithya, that knowledge is done. Then, naturally, Chidakasha we will take convincingly as the goal. Then starts the real sadhana. Right now, our sadhana is only to get the information, later on, the sadhana is do upasana, then get the sukshmata, then do the chintana, that Brahma Satyam and Jagan Mithya. Then only the Satya Brahma is my goal as I am that Jivo Brahma Ivanapara. Then the journey of how to realize Aham Brahmasmi starts. In that journey, then even though en route lot of inner and outer obstacles come, still because the power of our sankalpa to realize the self, we will be able to negotiate through all those inner and outer obstacles. And one fine good day, morning or evening, whatever, that is realized. It can be any time. Let this knowledge given to us only by these Tattva Shastras be heard by us again and again. Remember, any other Shastras, any other knowledge, full of information, entertaining, enchanting, inspiring, making us take up so many activities and promising us to us giving so many results, and none of those results promised by all those are untrue or false. All those things we get, and yet they are time bound, they are space bound, they are objective bound, therefore they are limited, therefore they are perishable. That is what is the dena of Vedanta. The gift of Vedanta is to alert us that so much of hard work we are doing in gaining what? The real or unreal, the permanent or temporary. Pause and think about it. Those who don't study Vedanta, they take anything else as goal with all their beautiful sincerity, hard work. They reach to that. Alas, that being not real or permanent, they shall certainly get disappointed. These are the things we have to understand. Okay. So, asatyameva varitvam buddhya udeti iva tatha vandhyaputroyamastiti yata swapne brahmo nara. So, whether it is the swapna nara, Brahma but taken as real, whether the Vandhyaputra, how much ever description, picturization of him done, yet he is unreal. So too, Varitvam, the waterness in the mirage, all are asatyameva. In the same way, Akashatma Mahan Bhutva Veti Prakrutatam Tataha. Akashatma is Chidakasha. Mahan Bhutva is becoming Chittakasha. veti prakrutatam gataha gets identified with never existing projected the bhutakasha. Whenever we say that, we must include bhutakasha existing all the panchamaha bhuta made all the world. With that we get entangled. Like the dreamer gets entangled in the world, taking it as real, whereas from the other standpoint of waking plane, that is only dream is a projection. Let this knowledge sink in and try to see a life from that angle. Then the result is first the devaluation of the world, the sentimental value, attachment value given to the world when goes away, half of daridrata goes away. Just Jagat is only Vyavahara. In that, rules, regulations, conditions apply. Just know the rules, regulations and abide by them, then do the Vyavahara. Never take the outer Jagat of things and beings and objects and experiences as the goal. You will become goal, goal, goal. Okay. Now we have seen the next topic also. Hmm? श्रीराम उवाच रामजी's another प्रश्न किं चित्तमेतद्भवति किं वा भवति नो कथं कथमेव न सद्रूपं नान्यद्भवति वीक्षणात्. So like the Chidakasha alone is real, in that projected Chitta has got such a power, therefore it projects the world. What about we? Our Chitta. Is our Chitta also capable like that? Is it projecting its world? Then our Chitta projected world should be our own personal. If our Chitta projected world is not there, then it is somewhere else projected. Therefore, Chitta and world should not have no relation, should not have any relation. What is your opinion? What is your knowledge? That is our Chitta also capable of creating our own related world? Wow, it's a very good question and very sublime answer. Very tough to catch it. Right now, depending on it, what level of identity we have with the upadhis, what level of vyamoha we have with this jagat. है ना? Because identity with the upadhi, vyamoha with the jagat never allows us to raise our intellect to understand, accept higher truths. Our vyamoha. Like when you are too attached to your son, then he is a jiva, came with his own prarabdha. Therefore, he'll go through it. Whatever you do, what has to happen to him, that alone will happen. This is the higher truth we want to accept. वो मेरे बात सुनना है और वो ठीक होना है. These two things we say. अरे तो मेरे बात सुनना है, you yourself are mithya and why मेरे बात फिर? But we don't understand. That is my son, he should listen to me. And then he should be really happy. He should really have freedom from problems. That prayer is different. That you do for the whole universe. That is your good heart. But that insistence, that inability to accept that he is going through his own prarabdha, he is also in the Ishvara Srishti. You know, isn't it? That we don't understand it because of our Vyamoha. You know, the Vyamoha Rahita Vyakti, I myself have Jiva, I have to discover my own self. In that he will be busy. With the son, he will have a very good healthy relation. He will suggest him, अरे जो हो रहा है तो अपना मेहनत कर, साथ में spirituality सीखो, because only in the knowledge there is liberation and only in devotion there is knowledge. Ever have devotion to Lord, ask him to give knowledge, gain the knowledge and get liberated. Anyway, daily start little by little. बाकी सब प्रारब्ध आता जाता है. ऐसा कह के he will relax first of all within himself and is giving a very good seeds of right life for the children. A wise father lives like that. The Vyamoha Vyakti, he will not. Anywhere it is. So, kim chittam etad bhavati, kim va bhavati no katham. Chitta means my own chittam. Etad bhavati means is it powerful like the samashti chitta? Kim va bhavati no? Hmm? Katham na sadrupam na anyat bhavati vikshanat. What is this whole thing? As we already said yesterday, day before, there are three worlds: the Ishvara created world, then the mutual worlds, and then one's own world. When I'm all alone, my world. When I am with the other person, we are in mutual world. And when you look at the whole world, we are in the total world. You know, the coordination between them, the clashes between them, continuously keeping on happening. What is our job? Only to, from individual world to the mutual, from the mutual to the total world, we have to shift and transcend even the total world. Be in that beyond the world state of Paramatma Tattva. If you can catch it, keep it in mind. Vasishtha Uvacha. So Vasishtha gives the first thing as right, that everyone has got his own Pratyeka Chitta. If not, the outer Jagat and my Chitta will have no relation at all. There has to be, if there is a relation, it should be from my Chitta only. Answer is Pratyekameva Yat Chittam Tadevam Rupa Shaktikam. See, everyone's Chitta has got its own Shakti of projecting its own Jagat. Prathak Pratyekamuditāha Pratichittam Jagat Brahmaha. So every chitta has capacity of projecting the Brahma Jagat of its own choice. Big topic, very deep it is, but that much deep. Today I cannot take you or myself cannot go. Maybe after 10, 12 lives, with all the sublime details, examples I can tell. But this much is an example that when a family of three or four, son, daughter, mother, father, go out, they are all going together in same car, but they are having their own pratyeka chitta krita jagat. Even though all go to the same hotel, each one is in different jagat. The place where they sit, the thing which they face, and the menu that they order, each one is their own jagat. Looks that all are in common world. नो, उसका प्लेट अलग, इसका प्लेट अलग, उसका पेट अलग, इसका पेट अलग, उसने और कुछ ऑर्डर किया, इसने और कुछ ऑर्डर किया, उसने आधा खा के फेंक दी, इसने को पूरा खा के और थोड़ा मांगता है. अब इज इट द सेम जगत? इवन इफ ऑल गो टू अ पार्क, इट्स नॉट सेम. है ना? द गर्ल वांट्स टू स्विंग इन द स्विंग, द बॉय वांट्स टू स्लाइड इन द स्लाइड, isn't it? They have their own jagat. Take them to movie. Some like the songs, others like the comedy, others like the action there. अपना अपना अलग जगत है कि नहीं बोल. Yes. प्रत्येकमेव यत चित्तम तदेवम रूप शक्तिकम. Every chitta is independent. It has this type of shakti. Therefore, pratak pratyekam uditaha jagat brahmaha pratichittam. So jagat brahmaha chittam prati pratyekam uditaha pratak. This is how each one's jagats are different. Each of us are living in our own projected world. And in that projected world, we want the things to happen as it is. But it clashes with others. Therefore, we suffer. Okay. Next, interesting. Kshana kalpa jagat sanghaha samudyanti galanti cha. See? Nishkat kasyachit kalpat kasyachit chakramam shrunu. See? Kasyachit. Kshana kalpa jagat sangaha. For some, the worlds created are only kshana samaya. One moment only the world is projected. Samudyanti and galanti goes away. Nishkat kasyachit kalpat. For others, that projected jagat continues to stay for one kalpa kala. So when it is said, we can catch it. The Kshana Kalpita Chitta disappearing is that of you and I, the Jivas. है ना? वो दुकान में जाने का सोचते हैं, and we really get enchanted also. And suddenly we think, no, but I am not well, or it is very hot, or that shop said to be very costly. Immediately that Kalpita Chitta gone. Then by the time husband gets ready and comes, she says, no, no, I'm not interested to go. He'll have to change again, come back to a cook dress and cook parota for her. How kya kare? But the Brahmadeva's Kalpita Chitta is up to the Kalpakala. That is the meaning of Kshana Kalpa Jagat Sanghaha Samudyanti Galatsincha. Samudyanti projected, Galanti rejected. Jagat Sanghaha, the horde of the Jagats. Kshana Kalpa projected only for 1 second. Nishkat Kasyachit Kalpat. For others, it is Kalpa Samaitak. It is Brahmadeva. Kasyachicha Kramam Shrunu. Just suno some details about it. Now, some things which cannot be remembered now by us, but this is what happens every time. कि मरणादिमयी मूर्छा प्रत्येकेनानुभूयते या एषा तां विद्धि सुमते महाप्रलययामिनीम. अब देखो, द समष्टि में ब्रह्मदेवा स्लीप इज महाप्रलय. Same way, each of us, when we died in that earlier life, that is Maranadamayi Murcha. It's called as Marana, but it is a Murcha. That I continue, but that my world have projected and lived ends there, giving way for the new one. That's how I am entering to new place. It can be any loka, new sharira. It can be any of the beings of that loka, and totally new world. So Maranadimayi Murcha Pratyekena Anubhoyate. And that's so like our own elders, father, grandfather died. No, according to his own karma, where he is born and he is in a different world altogether. All of that is according to his own chitta sankalpas, done consciously with knowledge or done unconsciously, subconsciously, out of ignorance or delusion. So, ya esha, so that murcha which we call as marana, please, ya esha tam vidhi sumate, O Sumati, Rama, try to know that Mahapralaya Amini, it is called the Mahapralaya Ratri. हो गया? Then what happens next? Tadante tanute sargam sarva eva pruthak pruthako sahaja swapna sankalpano sambramachala nrutyamatu. See, tadante. When that Nidra named Murcha happens, which Vasishthaji tells us to accept as Mahapralaya at the individual level, Tadante, after that, Sargam Tanute, the creation is projected, Sarva Eva, each of the Jivas, Pruthak Pruthak, Alag Alag. We have to become little subtle in this. An example may not be fully fit. Just for example, क्लास छूटते ही स्कूल का or school छूटते ही all those 300 children run into their own world. In the office, when the office hours are over, people come out, go into their own world. This class, whoever are seated, when the class is over, don't we go to our own worlds? Same way, tadanute, tadante tanute sargam sarva eva pruthak pruthak. So, we will go to the worlds projected by our chitta, our samskara. Therefore, a new information is what we are told that after death we go to different worlds depending on our sankalpas, karma sankalpa. Same thing put in another way that we only project the world and enter into that. That's what. Tadante tanute sargam sarva eva pruthak pruthak. Sahaja Swapna Sankalpan. Like when I sleep, it is my dream. You don't enter in it. You may be there, but it is my dream. My world it is. You are also my own mind projected there if you come there, isn't it? And there also you won't listen and disappoint me. And that's how the guru suffer in the dream also that the disciples don't listen to them there also. It is own projection. A wise guru, when he wakes, otherwise guru when he wakes up, he becomes miserable. ये डिसेबल मेरे जागृत में तो सुनते नहीं, स्वप्न में भी मेरी बात नहीं सुनते. And otherwise guru becoming doubly miserable. The wise guru what he says, अरे मेरे कल्पना से सृष्टि, तो मेरे शिष्य मेरे मन के ही created in my own swapna, they have not obeyed me. How can these outer fellows will obey me? He will learn the wisdom from there. He stops from then onwards becoming miserable. Not only stops becoming miserable of the disciples' disobedience, he stops ordering them anything. He stops expecting anything from them. He behaves like Krishna. Final. यथेच्छसि तथा कुरु तुझा जो करना है कर. But Guru guide me. There is nothing called as guidance. This is the Upanishad, this is the Rishi Parampara, this is the truth, this is what I has experienced. I, because you asked, I am informing you. Neither I am suggesting you, nor I am guiding you, nor I am educating you. Nothing doing. I am telling you the truth. सुनना है तो सुन, नहीं तो जा. Like Krishna. विमृश्य एतद् अशेषेण. अब तू सोच. डेटा मैंने दिया, because you asked me and I know it. I have no sentimental emotion for myself, nor bind you to be sentimental to me to follow what I say out of sentiment. No, सोच तुम, समझो, then you जीते रहो. जो करना है कर. So, sahaja swapna sankalpan and sambrama achala nutyavatu. In the swapna, the achala, the mountain also, nutyavatu dances. It's an example. If somebody's dream he can make the ever moving water as stabilized picture, the never moving mountain as dancing. वो अपने संकल्प में स्वप्न में ऐसा देख सकता है ना. In dream what happens? Everyone's everyday's dream is so different, so funny. The Jada appears to be Chetana, Chetana appears to be Jada. Proof that it is our own Chitta Sankalpa. So even after Marana also, we go to the Loka created by our own Chitta. So Mahapralayaratriyante Shirad Atmamano Vapuho Yatha Idam Tanute Tadvat Pratyekam Rutyanantaram. So at the end of that Mahapralaya, uh, our own Mahapralaya, we project our world. Even the Brahmadeva's Samashti Mahapralaya, again the projection happens of the world new. Now on this beautiful question Rama asks now, therefore, according to my own Smruti, if I am projecting my world, okay, and the Smruti happens because of the experiences earlier. So like this life I experienced, then I got the Smritis, then I added my own Sankalpas manipulated. According to that, I get new world projected in my next life after I leave this body. ब्रह्मदेव का भी ऐसा है तो therefore, isn't it? Therefore, the Brahmadeva has a Smriti and he had an experience of the world earlier. Therefore, this world projected is real. So therefore, Brahmadev का स्मृति का हमें एक्सेप्ट करना पड़ेगा. And whoever has got a smriti, he must be a jiva. One problem will come. Second is what? The project, the world created must be again Satya. Because he's projecting and living in that, no? Therefore, this world must be real. So what's your answer to it? Very sublime thing. Sri Vaashishtha guides in that the Brahma, two things only they tell, he tells. That is the essence of all what we are going to study. Krishna Vasudeva. One thing is what? The first Brahmadeva, when he created the world, that is not out of Smriti. Then what is it? It is out of Upasana. that a new knowledge is given to us. It's not Smriti, but it's a Upasana that he did Narayana Upasana. Narayana came and told, you make the world like that. Therefore, it's not Smriti Kruta. Therefore, Brahma Deva is not Jiva bound. Second is what? This Brahma Deva who through Upasana is ordained by Narayana projected world, he, when his Mahakalpa, his tenure ends, be attentive, he gets moksha. Therefore, when he gets moksha, his Smriti also is not there, no? Then the new creation when it comes, at that time the new Brahma Deva out of the Upasana Bala only again he creates. Therefore, he is also not a Jiva born because of his Upasana earlier, nor the Jagat created by him is real. So हमें जगत सत्यता और ब्रह्म जीवत्व ये दोनों रिजेक्ट करना है. Brahman is liberated, Brahmadeva is liberated, and the Jagat of Brahmadeva projected also is unreal. Because anywhere, either it is your and mine, of the dream or waking, or a Brahmadevas, wherever the reality comes given to the Jagat happens, the real reality goes away, we get bound in this Jagat. Then the Mukti Prasanga goes away. एक बार जगत सत्य है तो फिर उसके अंदर हमारा बंधन भी सत्य हो जाएगा. तो देन देयर इज नो क्वेश्चन ऑफ मोक्ष. Therefore, nobody can get liberated. So, therefore, if liberation has to happen, it has to happen only in the realization of the self, reality, which is the self. If the realization of the reality has to happen, the reality should remain as it is. If it has to remain as it is, eternal, all pervading Satchidananda, then the world should be projected out of it, not created. When it is projected, then it is not real. Therefore, the world has to be mithya for the moksha. The world is satya, the bandhanam is satya. Then you can never get moksha. Then no sadhana. Then rote raho. But then the Shastra, Upanishads, and in every generation, one or the other great saint realizing the self, these are all the proofs that the moksha is there. Therefore, moksha possible through Atmanubhuti, Atmanubhava is there. Therefore, Atman is intact. Therefore, the world that is seen is nothing but projected. Therefore, it's not real. इधर से देखो तो जगत को मिथ्या मानकर छोड़ोगे तो साधना करके you will realize the Paramatma Tattva. Here said, if you have to realize the if you have to get moksha, you have to realize the reality. In that case, the reality should be always the same. Then what of the whole world? It is projected on it. Therefore, world is always projected with all its variety of wonders, variety of blunders, variety of happenings. In them, something's good, something's bad. Appearing to me. And it's good and bad as individualistic, relative they are. Cumulative, if you look at it, if you have the ability to see, there is neither good or bad. Like if I succeed in this business, you fail. Therefore, for me it is good, for you it is bad. So from the standpoints, the good and bad are said. Isn't it? मैं सक्सेस हुआ हूं तो क्योंकि एक ही सक्सेस हो सकता है. The other have to fail. They were good for me, bad for you. When you succeed, good for you, bad for me. It's all relative only. Individualized, relative only, the success, failure, good, bad in this world. At the samashti level, things are happening. Vast. Nothing good, nothing bad. थोड़ा और सटल हम बनते जाएंगे ना तो all these realities will take us to different level of our interaction, all these knowledges. From that standpoint, the gross problems, the mundane problems get solved because the intellect started seeing the world with the higher wisdom. Evolution is living life with the higher wisdom about the higher truths and realities. The text like Yoga Vaashishtha has such knack of or the content of communicating to us these sublime truths. So we are in the first go only just browsing through. Maybe next life, Whole life we may study this text only 10 times. Then the entire Vasishtha Hridaya we will understand, which is in the form of this Jnanam given by him to Rama. Okay, Sri Rama Uvacha. Okay, Ramji's Prashna. Mruteranantaram sargo yatha smrutyanubhuyate chirat tatha anubhavati nato vishwamakaranam. See, Mrutehe Anantaram. After death, Sarga, creation. Yatha Smrutya Anubhuyate. Because of the Smriti, it is again repeated. Chirat Tatha Anubhavati. Hmm. Na Ataha Vishwama Karanam. Therefore, Vishwa has got the Karanam. When the Karanam is Satya, the Karya is Satya. Therefore, Vishwa is real. When it is real, again, we already said last 5 minutes, we cannot be freed from it. जगत सत्य है तो आप उस जगत के बंधन से कभी छुटकारा नहीं पा सकते. हाँ. So Shri Vasishtha Uvacha. Vasishtha gives a different level of answer as we already in the beginning gave an idea of. कि महति प्रलये राम सर्वे हरिहरादयः विदेह मुक्ततां यान्ति स्मृते कैव संभवः. You know, in the Mahapralaya Kala, all the Harihara Adi means Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, all of them means the creator, manager, the dissolver, all of them Videha Muktatam Yanti. They all become Videha Mukta. Their individuality dissolves in the Brahma Tattva. Smrute ka eva sambhavaha. Then where is the question of the Smriti? स्मृति तो एक इंडिविजुअल का होना है ना. अब इंडिविजुअलिटी ही नहीं है तो स्मृति कहाँ होगा. These individualities, all of them merge in the Brahman, Mahapralaya Kal mein. To substantiate it, he says, Asmadadihi prabuddhatma kilavashyam vimuchyate katam bhavantu no muktaha videhaha padmajadayaha. See, Asmadadi prabuddhatma. People like us also who are awakened to reality, avashyam vimuchyate. We only at the end of Mahapralaya get dissolved, get liberated. Katam bhavantu no muktaha videha padmajadayaha. I am Vaashishtha. If I am myself, I am going to get liberated. What to talk about the Padmaja, the Brahmadeva Adi? So they all get moksha. Therefore, they as an individual not there. Therefore, their smriti has no question at all. So बंदा चला गया तो उसके लोन वोन कहाँ रहते हैं अभी खत्म. Isn't it? Or the cases especially. तो कथम भवन्तु नो मुक्ताः विद्या पद्मजादयः. Therefore, in case of the samashti creation, every time the Brahma Deva is new, yatha purvam akalpayat is not that he has the smriti of the past and creates. No. Yatha purvam akalpayat means as it happened in the past that he does the again the tapasya, upasana, then the Narayana comes and tells him, Banao. That's the meaning of yatha purvam akalpayat. Like your wife, like yesterday, went to the kitchen and made breakfast. So, like yesterday, she went and made kitchen breakfast means doesn't mean that same doubt she took and same chapati she made. It is the process she followed the same. Like yesterday, today also bina moha dhoye, she went to the kitchen with all that thing and she made the khana and you ate that. You got all this is Narayana. Yatha purvam akalpayat is not that he just remembered the past and did it. No. This Brahmadeva is fresh. The earlier one got mukti. अगर ब्रह्मदेव को ही महाप्रलय में मुक्ति नहीं हुआ तो फिर हमको कब होगा. Isn't it? So in this way, he says, अन्ये त्वमिव ये जीवाः तेषां मरण जन्मसु स्मृति कारणम्. For the jivas like you means what? Rama is a Brahman only. Any individuals who are seated, no, in this prasanga, when Vasishtha ji says the jivas like you when they die, for their new creation, their own smriti is the hetu. He is just telling all those who are jivas that are there. Sri Rama is Shuddha Brahma Swarupa here. So Anyettvamiva ye jivaha tesham marana and janma. So Smrute karanatameti. Moksha bhava vashadeha. So for them, because they are not in the Mukta sthiti, Smriti becomes the cause for the new projection. So idea is what? It will be developed further after a few more slokas, that whatever the solid Jagat is seen, it is all Chitta Kalpita only. So the basic thought of all this topic discussed is the Chitta Akasha or Chitta of all of us. You know, till it itself realizes itself to be the Chidakasha. Till. Okay, in itself it has capacity for two things. To project the grass world, one, two, to get entangled in it. Project the grass and entangle in it. That is the power of Chitta, which in totality called as Maya. Then what the Chitta has to do? It has to merge in the Chidakasha. Then it is a solution. If it is not doing, in itself it has an inherent power to again and again project the variety of the grass and gets entangled. Now see, we are getting the new definition for samsara and bandhana. My own chitta, if it doesn't awaken like that of Leela and Saraswati, to aham chidakasha rupasmi. If my chitta is not evolving through the respective sadhanas to aham chidakasha sthiti, then this chitta inherently has the power to project the stulata and get identified. So it projects my own, this Stula Sharira gets identified, then it projects outer Stula Jagat and gets identified. With the outer Jagat, the identification and bondage is Mama. With the Upadhis, Aham and Mama, both. Which is, who is doing that? Chitta only. Like in the Sapna, the Chitta projects I, the dreamer, and it projects the world also. The projected dreamer is I, Aham and Mama, and the world is only Mama. चित्त ने निर्माण किया. If there are no vasanas in the chitta, dreams won't come. So too, if the chitta awakens to chit swarupata, then it will no more project the stula and get bound. See, when we are listening to this Vedanta and start digesting, totally our orientation changes, our definition of moksha changes. Earlier, the moksha means getting what we want, isn't it? The enjoyments, the objects, etc. Now, the chitta realizing the chitta is the moksha. It is a permanent solution. That is temporary. Getting what we want is not moksha. Having a want itself is bandhana. And when you get it, the bandhana becomes solidified, strengthened. So, this is how some more beautiful guidances will go slow only. This is the sarga latest sublime. अब पता चल रहा है ना योग वासिष्ठ का गरिमा क्या है. ये कुछ नहीं है. आप निर्वाण प्रकरण में जाओ तो इट विल बी ऑफ व्हाट ए माइंड ब्लोइंग नॉलेज. We like children browsing through, and our satisfaction is remembering Rama, Vaashishtha Maha Saraswati, and the author Valmiki ji, and just chanting the mantras. Neither we know the grammar, nor Sanskrit, nor the literal meaning, nor even the deeper meaning. थोड़ा थोड़ा we are just तोतले की बात बोल रहे हैं पर बस. But it's a good beginning. Rama, Vaashishtha must be hope, लोट पोट होकर आश्रय होंगे, looking at our efforts. But they will sympathize with us and bless us. चल ठीक है इनके बुद्धि देते हैं. Then we really start understanding Yoga Vasishtha. Stop here. Om Purnamadaha Shruti Matre Namaha. Bol Sri Ramachandra Bhagavan ki Jai. Today Sri Ramanavami. What a wonderful day. Apadam Apahartaram Dataram Sarvasampadam Loka Abhiramam Sri Ramam Bhuyo Bhuyo Namamyaham. Thank you. Let us study for some time our other two texts also.